free thinking, innovative, and totally open-minded. Tommy Nation Politics. You can talk, you can talk, you can bicker, you can talk. You can talk, bicker, you can talk, but you don't know the territory. You gotta know the territory, guys. That's why I appreciate y'all for being informed. How are you informed? Well, you're watching Tommy Nation Politics. Your free-thinking, progressive, new independent media. And I will take you through the happenstances of the weekend. And, well, first, before I say anything, guys, I hope that you are subscribing and following me. I hope you're clicking the bell if you're on YouTube. And, so you get my notifications of my videos. And make sure that if you want to, donate to the independent media, PayPal, Tommy Nation Politics, capital T, capital N, capital P, one word. All right? We need resources to destroy the empire. Okay? This is the resistance. But you got to know the territory. What do you talk? What do you talk? Bicker, you can talk. Talk. You can bicker, you can talk. I know. I'm a racehorse today. It's Monday, guys. Just another manic Monday. Last March Monday. 29th of March of Monday. And I'm like a racehorse right now. But you might be getting off to a slow, constipated start. But at least you're not blocking traffic in the Suez Canal, like the good old USS Evergreen. That's right, guys. So last Tuesday, there was a giant container ship that was like plugging up and blocking like one of the key global trade routes in the entire, financial world. The Suez Canal was made in like the 19th century. And, people before they would go through that, to get to, India and whatever. Before they had planes and all that shit. So it was a huge thing. And people, boats still use the Suez Canal. Giant container ship, it kind of, I don't know what happened, but they partially refloated it today. So that was all over the news like this morning. And I was like, okay, well, I didn't even know that it was a problem. So interesting, this mainstream media. They have like a completely different, what is the word? A tone. Have y'all noticed that? Like last November, Trump was dancing around like COVID didn't exist, right? And we were all going to die. We have to wear 2 masks. And we probably won't ever get to see grandma again. She's locked up forever. But now, we're partially refloating, the good old USS Evergreen. We're going to be okay. Everything's going to be all right, guys. Don't worry about it. Fixed, fine-tuned, maximum optimization. That's the mainstream media right now. It seems like we're doing some product marketing. That's what I think. What do you think? Speaking of product marketing, so, quote from the New York Times, "Timing is everything," Biden says. And politics is the art of the possible. The art of the possible, that's what politics is. Interesting quote. So in his first press conference since being president, last Thursday, Joe Biden, he was ready. He was ready and going. He was going like an Energizer bunny, showing everyone he wasn't dementia-riddled. He had progress reports of the COVID vaccines. He had nice cheeky little comments for the mainstream media. He had some nice cliche metaphors, some rhetorical questions. Look, buddy, look fat. And the mainstream media ate it up. Biden, he had to kind of reinvent his COVID vaccine strategy since it kind of fizzled, his approach in the beginning. But I guess it's just time to reflect on all of the, the past, I guess. Everything that was horrible, guys, it was only when Trump was president. Now everything's fine. And we're reflecting now. We're reflecting. That's what that conference reminded me of. It was like a good times. What did y'all think? Biden, he was making remarks, shooting at the hip, doing his little. He said in one of his lines on the press conference, he said, "I reflect back to my reputation as a nice guy, a decent man." Talk about changing the narrative, guys. I don't think that's ever been a thing that they called you. Maybe a racist, maybe a warmonger. I don't remember calling. What they said you like to ride the trains in the convention. So does that make you a nice guy or a decent man? I don't know. Who knows? But I don't think you are. Anyway, so quarterly growth, analytics, statistics have been analyzed, guys. The board of directors of our country, the good old oligarchs, they've decided to combat a few progressive winds that have been blowing with Bernie Sanders in the Union Drive, and also with us. I think a lot of people are kind of giving up on these political parties, okay? Because that whole Georgia reform bill thing, people are up in arms. I've never seen Democrats up in arms and so ecstatically adamant about how Joe Biden's in Syria bombing. Ellie, I'm doing the news. I hope you heard about the USS Ever Given. And Joe Biden's press conference. He was a decent man. He liked to ride the trains. And everything's fine. Trump is not dancing around like COVID doesn't exist. So everything's great. Total rebrand, guys. We're going to rebrand and recalculate. So Ellie, I'm glad you're here. So what did you think, Ellie, of that Union Drive? Did you see the Union Drive with Bernie Sanders? A lot of YouTubers were going live with that. You see anything? I'm waiting for Ellie to respond. Okay, she's typing. Elliot, you better be typing. I saw it. I thought it was boring. I mean, it was rhetoric. Now, it's interesting that they're going to try to make a union with the technocrat, because there's unions with acting, there's unions with, factories. This is the first kind of technocratic internet union. It's a very revolutionary kind of union thing going on. What do you think, Ellie? Unions in this day and age, can they work? Can they not be corrupt? I don't know. I was really kind of puzzled with what exactly is going to come out of it. But while I was being puzzled, Jeff Bezos, I'm in a vacuum right now. I lack facts. Yeah. I mean, I was watching the thing and it was boring to me. But Jeff Bezos was watching because, it was Amazon unionizing in Alabama. And he let the fucking fly. Did you see that shit, the tweets? So Amazon Twitter accounts yesterday, they were talking shit about Bernie Sanders. Go on Amazon Twitter feeds. Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren. And then apparently they had a board meeting. Jeff Bezos, he's still the CEO of Amazon until he becomes he's going to step down at the end of the thirdly quarter, and he's going to be Lex Luthor's, what is Lex Luthor in his, he's not his sister is the one in the Lex Corp. He's going to be I love this little title that he gives himself. Oh my God, where is it? Oh, he's going to be the executive chairman of Amazon. So he's going to step down as CEO and be the executive chairman. So he had a board meeting, this executive chairman / CEO, and he told his executives that they should stop being so weak when it comes to critics, because his name is getting riddled through the mud, dragged through the mud by Bernie fucking Sanders, and I'm tired of it. Yeah, Bezos was pissed. He told his executives, "What the fuck is going on?" You know about Amazon and their policies. I mean, the fish rots from the head down. Now I know why people piss it in bottles and shit. Because literally, Jeff Bezos is taking his executives to task about his critics. That guy has a power trip galore. He also has $180 billion. So Bernie Sanders was kind of making fun of him yesterday. He was like, I think that she's scared because if the unions of the Amazon workers of Alabama unionize, they will finally get economic justice. I don't know if they will, though. We'll see. He is reaping what he's sown, but did you ever see that movie Tenet? Ellie says, Bezos is reaping what he's sown. Well, Yes, but also if you know about rich people, they're not fools often. So if you make them look like fools, they remember. Not like us. We vote for Democrats and Republicans every fucking 4 years, like all the shit they did never happened. Like rich people, they're not used to being idiots. Once you make them look like idiots, and they have a lot of money, they'll probably retaliate. So, I don't know, man. I don't know how this is going to work out. Plus the Republican Party, Bezos, and the Democratic Party. I mean, Bezos owns the Washington Post. This is all like a clusterfuck of oligarchical bullshit. This is neoliberalism in the flesh. This is neoliberalism in the flesh, Ellie. That's what this is. But yeah, I think you're right. Bezos is reaping what he's sown. So, speaking of rebranding and all of the wonderful different kinds of little scheming techniques, the last story that I have for you guys today is the Chuck Schumer. So Chucky the Chuck Schumer, he's one of the most sneaky, sleazy, slimiest little weasels in the entire Senate. So therefore, he is the majority leader. Because only the most ruthless and slimiest can be the leaders in this country. So you know how he said that they were going to do the budget reconciliation to get the COVID bill passed? Which means you only have 51, you can get 51 votes, and you can ex-nay the filibuster. Well, Biden's going back and forth about the filibuster. So Chucky the Chuck Schumer just decided that, fuck Biden. Biden's a dementia-riddled old man. I can literally sneak my way to another budget reconciliation. So he's saying right now that COVID bill pass was the last year's budget resolution. So it was actually the fiscal year of 2020. This is going to be the fiscal year, what is it, the infrastructure that they're trying to do, the infrastructure bill, the next robbery of America and our wealth to the 1%. This is going to be the infrastructure budget resolution, fiscal year 2021. So he's trying to pull that shit. And I think it'll probably work because the Democrats have the Senate and the House, and who's going to stop him? So literally, Democrats are like the kids in the candy shop right now. Another budget reconciliation coming our way for, infrastructure. That's crazy, right? I was reading the New York Times. They're like, oh my God, maybe he can go deep into the Senate parliamentarian rules and whip out a third one. Yeah, for what? How much more fucking shit can he fucking put in a bill where he can ignore the filibuster? By the way, I don't know who wrote the filibuster. It wasn't in the Constitution. Neither were these fucking rules either. I guess it was the rules, the Senate rules a committee, right? There's a Senate committee. Who assigns that committee, right? Chuck Schumer, right? Because he's the majority leader. So he assigns the committees. They make the rules. You know what? It just goes to show that when you're a powerful person, you get no regulation. When you're a vulnerable person, you get every kind of regulation. Isn't that true? This is what happens when we don't have a government that works for all of us. Just a few. So, lots that happens as it's happening. Ellie says, it's the beginning of a war for the soul of our country. Okay, that line is tired, okay? Joe Biden said it. We aren't as dumb and forgetful as they'd like to think. I like that. That's some spunk, Ellie. Just stay away from the things that Biden says, okay? He says it's the beginning of a war for the soul of our country, and then he says, we're the United States of America. There's nothing we can't do if we're united. Except he means united to funnel the money to his donors. But I know what you mean. You're not. Look, fat. Look, Ellie. You're not Biden. So that's cool. It is the beginning of the war for the soul of the country, I guess. I think the war started a long time ago, though. I think it started back. When did we have a country that was for all of us again? I guess it hasn't happened yet. But the good news is, though, we have an opportunity now, with all that we know, all of our technology, the Civil Rights Act, LGBTQ rights. We have a chance to make our Constitution, our all men are created equal line, mean something for the first time in our history. So, I think that can only happen if you're free-thinking, innovative, Totally open-minded. That's what I think. But beware, guys. The international corporate media, they're schemers. Little schemers. I'm not a schemer. But I will show you that all they want is cash for the merchandise, cash for the button hooks, cash for the cotton goods, cash for the hard goods, cash for the finance goods, cash for the soft goods, cash for the noggins and the piggins and the friggins, cash for the horses and the dimmy and the jen, but you're gunning of the territory. What do you talk? Talk? I don't know. All this talk, we got to do some action. That's what I think. Join me on Tuesday for Tommy Nation Tuesday. I have a guest with me, Cass, Sens, Ellie. You should come on the show. Be free thinking, innovative. Watch these two parties. They're scheming. Tommy Nation Politics.